The first song I want to address today that's completely misinterpreted is a rather timely one, because if you've ever graduated or been to a graduation for anything, chances are you've heard the track Pomp and Circumstances, or as it's properly called, the Pomp and Circumstances Military Marches. Written by Sir Edward Elgar in the early 1900s, this is actually one part of a series of pieces that he wrote which all surround the same idea. That idea being horrific wars and fields full of dead soldiers. And the title is actually lifted from Shakespeare's Othello. While this idea isn't directly stated within the music itself because there are no lyrics, the original score was actually prefaced with a piece from Lord Ladably's poem, The March of Glory, and in this he makes no question as to what he meant. To make this clear, basically Elgar was trying to say through the music that war is ultimately pointless, and the music is supposed to offer a satire as to that glory of dying in the field of battle. So next time you're at a graduation and they play this one, feel free to pass the time during any snoozer of a keynote and explain to everybody around you what that music actually means. Next up, one of the most commonly misrepresented and overall misinterpreted songs ever, American Woman. Originally written and released by the Guess Who back in 1970, this has been covered countless times over the years and has definitely turned into a true rock and roll anthem. However, most people take this as some overly macho, if not chauvinistic view that women are basically only objects to be ogled at and things along that line. And honestly, this could not be further from the truth of this song. Jim Cale, who's one of the writers of this song, spent decades trying to set the record straight on this, because it's actually about the over-sexualization of big cities that they found in the United States when they first started touring here. And that line, American woman, stay away from me, it's not meant to be ironic. It's pretty serious. These guys were from a small town in Canada, and they weren't used to the big city life and the way that people acted. And this is basically a callback to the things that they felt most comfortable with for that band. So yeah, American Woman has definitely been turned into this over-sexualized song by the media, but that's not what the original intent was. Finally, let's talk about the Safety Dance by Men Without Hats. We all know the song, and the video for it? Well, if you've never seen the video, go ahead and find it on YouTube, as it's one of the most hypnotically bizarre and hilarious things you'll ever see. Pretty much since this came out back in 1983, it's been misinterpreted for two main reasons. Some people say it's anti-nuclear war, and other people say this is a pro-safe sex song. And I suppose when you read into the lyrics, you can rearrange them a lot to make either of these make sense, but neither of them are true. This song was actually written about something very specific, and the opening line speaks directly to it: dancing in clubs. The song was written during the rise and the dominance of the new wave sound in the 80s, and the dance style we now call pogoing was very much the thing to do at those shows. But many of the clubs and the bouncers didn't want it to go down because they felt it was unsafe, and some of them just felt it was weird. So bouncers would often stop people from doing it, if not throw them out of the show entirely. So this song is basically a rallying call of sorts to let clubgoers, I don't know, dance if they want to and how they want to. It really is that simple. So those are a few more songs that people really need to start getting right when they talk about them. Feel free to correct anybody you hear get this one wrong, but correct them nicely, and if they argue with them, send them my way.